Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving my speech today on an informative speech on the M4 and my weapon of choice, and why the M4 is my weapon of choice. For all of you who don't know that much about the M4, it's the standard issue military rifle, assault rifle given to soldiers, Marines, airmen, and Navy SEALs out there that use the weapon. To me, it's got many benefits of it. It's a great weapon, and today I'm going to give you a little bit insight of why it is my favorite weapon of choice. Firstly, I'd like to just cover the size of the weapon. The size is great. It's a 32-inch length weapon, so not too bad. Its barrel is 14 inches, so that's really small. And what the M4 is it was a compacted version of the M16. They both fire the same size round. I'll get to that later. And it's just better. They've made it better, and it's been in service now for almost 30 years, so keeps on improving and does the job. For the size, though, as a combat engineer in the Army, I use it for breaching, and it's amazing, because when you're breaching a building, what breaching is entering a building, clearing it out of any hostiles, enemies that you see in there. And while you're breaching, you're going to have to get through tight corners, tight spaces, and having a weapon that's smaller and compact that can still do the job is key, vital. So that's something that's great. Also, we set explosives, combat engineers, on doors to breach. We set them in the earth, we pound pickets, we do all that, and always have to have your weapon on you. So having a small weapon that you can sling on your back is just great, and get it quickly in case you see anything and you need to use it. So that's something that I like about it. The weight on it is only 6 pounds, so it's really not that heavy. Great weight. I love it. You can move it around quick, point to your target. It's awesome. On foot, when you're in the field, you're gonna want a small weapon that's gonna, that you could walk far with. That's not gonna weigh you down and fatigue you. Also, if you're taking cover, if you need to get to quick, if say there's a wounded guy and you got to run 300 meters full sprint, you don't want a weapon that's going to weigh you down. And the M4 is great because it's only that 6 pounds factor is really going to help you out. Now, that's moving on now to the performance. The performance of it is great. It's a 5.56 millimeter round by 45, and that's actually a fairly small round. And the reason being why they made it so small was for the magazines of it. You could fit 30 in it nicely, not too much, and the average soldier can carry up to 1,200 rounds on them in a full load, and having those more rounds can put more fire supremacy. With the 5.56, it's a small round, but when it impacts its target, it has a shattering effect, which causes a lot of internal bleeding and damage, which is the key to it and why they made it the way it is. It's a great round. And that round, just getting back from a squad-designated marksman school in Arkansas, which we fired many different weapon systems from M24, M14, and M16 and M4, and the M4 we mainly shot, and we could shoot out, the maximum effective range of it is up to 600 meters, and I'm not saying everyone can make that shot, but with the right fundamentals and knowing what you're doing with that weapon, it can be done. And having that peace of mind 600 meters away, without optics, iron sights, making the adjustments and taking your target down from that, that's going to have the great peace of mind when you know you can make that shot, and it's a weapon that can deliver that far. And also, its rate of fire is great. It's got a single round and a 3-round burst, and 3-round burst is great if you're in a firefight. You need to get fire supremacy quick and put rounds downrange, get your guys cover, and pretty much win the fight. And that's just really gonna help out. And the coolest thing, this moves on to I think the coolest thing is throughout all movies and stuff, you see M4s or guns with sights on it, and handles of shooting, and just all these cool features of it, whether it's a CCO, which is a red dot, and ACOG, you put optics on it. I mean, the thing is just so customizable, and it's just awesome. So it could be really tailored to whichever soldier is using it, and that's probably why it's such a great weapon. It's just customizability, and it's a fairly cheap weapon too. I mean, you can get a civilian model down to about $600. I know which really isn't that much, and it's going to deliver what you want. And it's a great weapon, and those are the reason why it's my weapon of choice, just to tell you some. Thank you very much, and that's my speech.